Listen, if you're the Broncos and you're there at 12 and the Giants take a quarterback at 6, you're not calling about Daniel Jones? You're not calling and saying, listen, I'll get him out the building for you right now, right? Now, again, Daniel Jones, once again, is a $47.8 million cap hit right now. He has 69.3 in dead cap if you're outright cut. So once again, if you're going to trade him, you're going to have to mess around with the contract structure. You're going to have to post June 1 it. There's ways to get around it, though, because we're after the league year. And so you can change some money and you can move whatever you want to. He had salary guarantees kick in earlier this year, right? They kicked in, I think, like the 5th year of the league year or something. So he does have some guaranteed money in 2025. They weren't able to get that done beforehand, but you didn't know if you were going to get a quarterback. So let's say the Giants get to stay at 6 and they take JJ McCarthy. If I am Sean Payton, I am absolutely 100% unequivocally calling for Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is for as much as we like to take the mickey out of Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones is remarkably more functional than like Jared Stidham and blank. I think honestly the Raiders would probably call about Daniel Jones, right? Like Gardner Minshew, maybe not. Take the tires and see. I don't think it's going to cost too much. You know that you want to move on from him. Yeah, give it a call. Give it a see. Give it a shot. And I don't know if this will actually happen before pick 16. That'd be a little bit too fast for it to happen. But if I want to send this year's second, next year's second, Daniel Jones,
What?
No. I'm not
this year's second and next year's second for Daniel Jones.
Not both of them. Not both of them. If I'm doing the negotiation, right, and I'm talking about, I'll send this year's 2. Potentially they're coming back. Like I didn't mean both of those picks. I'm saying when you are brainstorming the deal, you want to have picks this year that you can potentially send. And so I'm just saying that if and when the Giants take a quarterback, if I were the head coach of one, or if I were the general manager of one of these teams that doesn't have a QB, say the Patriots don't get their guy, I would call about Daniel Jones. I don't love Daniel Jones. I don't think $40 million for Daniel Jones was a good idea. I do think that Daniel Jones is like the 20th best quarterback in the league, and that can be a helpful thing to have in the building. So I do think that you're going to see a
20th best.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
you want to name quarterbacks back and forth? Get the Daniel Jones?
Not really. I mean, we can I guess we might as well. All right. Let me bring up the
I'm pulling up Steve's quarterback rankings right now. I don't know if he had
I got the ESPN standings in front of me. All right.
I don't know if he had Daniel Jones still up. He has Daniel Jones at 21, below Caleb Williams.
Okay. All right. Listen, I think Daniel Jones in the right situation is somewhat interesting to me. I think I think the idea that a team would give up anything of value for a guy who he's guaranteed a salary of $35.5 million
for 1 year.
What? So you're paying you're giving up something, and you're paying Daniel Jones $36 million next year when he's coming off a season-ending injury and has missed 18 games in the past 3 seasons and has been good for 1 season. Like, that is very. I don't think that's gonna. And the other thing is, you have a feel like he could be available after the season. I don't even know if he's tradable. Like it might be like a pick swap or a conditional day 3 thing or something for the Giants to save that money that they guaranteed him. I mean, please, you call him right now. They don't have to take JJ McCarthy. I think if you call him right now and give up and say, we'll give you a second. Yes. All right, here, we'll help him pack. Don't worry about the jet. We'll send him over. We'll find him a place to live. Don't worry about anything else.
I think we're conflating the badness of the Jones contract with the badness of Jones. Because
no, but you're still trading for a 1 year, $36 million contract. Guaranteed.
Right. But like, Daniel Jones on 1 year, $36 million is not the word. We were all fine with the franchise tag for Jones after his one good season.
That was after his good year. Now it's another year where he couldn't stay healthy and didn't play well.
Sure,
now we have more evidence.
We were fine with the franchise tag. That was functionally 1 year and how many million? What would it have been? It would have been around that number.
Yeah, but that was I mean, like Jacoby Brissett went for what, 1 year, $8 million, like to the Patriots, and now you're gonna give up draft capital and pay Daniel Jones 1 year, 36. Like, that's crazy.
Okay, I don't like that I've become this person, but Daniel Jones is measurably better than Jacoby Brissett, Sheil.
Measurably? No, he's not. He's a little bit better. He is not measurably better than Jacoby Brissett. You put them both in the same situation, your offense will probably be a little bit better with you. I'm not even sure how much better it's going to be, quite honestly. They're absolutely in the same tier of starting quarterback.
I don't agree. I like a Jacoby, but Jacoby has been a bounce around QB2 backup for a long time in the league. And it's not to say, well, Daniel Jones has been a starter, so he's better. But the league has told you where they're at on Jacoby. He's fringe QB1, high end QB2. I think Daniel
Yeah,
Jones.
but you're the one who may always makes the point about Geno. The league told us what they thought about Geno for a while, and then a team gave him a shot, and he was a competent quarterback.
Okay. Yes. Jacoby's been given more shots than Geno was given. Number one, he's had his chances to earn that. Number two, when Geno got the Seahawks job, I was not of the opinion. I was like, yeah, he's a Jacoby Brissett. He's a low-end QB1, high-end QB2. Then Geno was good. And I was like, holy smokes, I got to lock it in with these guys. So I paid some more attention to Jacoby Brissett. I still feel pretty fine about where my opinion is on him. Daniel Jones is a low-end QB1. He is a starter, right? And he had that one good season. Yeah, we're forgetting that, he had that one good season. And Brian Dable and they had this environment and this, that, whatever. But it's not like he was throwing to 6 elite receivers. It's not like he was playing behind a dominant offensive line. It was, we're going to use this guy as a runner a little bit more, right? We're going to use this guy as a short game RPO triggerman a little bit more, and this can work for him. The best, if the top 4 quarterbacks go 1, 2, 5, 6, okay? The best quarterback on the market for the Denver Broncos, without question, will be Daniel Jones. In terms of talent alone. Now, we can debate the cost of the trade. We can debate the value of taking the contract, whatever. Jones is the best talent that's left. Like the Ryan Tannehill deal, right? Tannehill was coming off of major injuries. He was a first-round pick that didn't work out. The Dolphins traded him and a 6th to get a 4th, right? So, okay, that's day 3 pick swap like you were talking about. I would do that for Daniel Jones. I would absolutely do that for Daniel Jones.
Well, yeah, that's different. Yeah, that is different to me.
Right.
Now, again, I still one of the weird things this offseason has been teams the contract stuff has really factored in. When teams have had to take on money or pay a guy new money. Now, maybe you're right. Maybe they'll look at it and say, hey, it's the quarterback. We want to take a flyer and no big deal. But yeah, so if we're getting into a day 3 pick swap, then I can probably get there with you. If we go higher than that, then I mean, think about if you're a Broncos fan and your team traded it, how would you feel? A 2nd-round pick for Daniel Jones. You would probably be like,
yeah, so okay.
What is this?
If we're saying 2nd rounder is too high, which I'm fine with, right? Josh Rosen was a 2nd-round pick, I want to say, or whatever, but still. Then maybe it's not happening within the first 16 picks. Like I said, Ayuk, DK Metcalf. I think those guys might go for 1st round selections. You want to kind of get that done early, whatever. Jones, maybe, okay. He doesn't get done until the end of round 1. I'll give that one to you. I strongly, if I were in my room, GMing, preparing for the draft, one of the absolute top things I would have on my board is if and when the Giants take a quarterback, I want to go find out the Daniel Jones price. Because that to me is if Tua can have the offense that he's had in Miami, and if Purdy can have the offense that he's had in San Francisco, I have a player with enough talent in Daniel Jones that I could build a good offense around him. I saw Dable do that 2 seasons ago, right? So to me, I would absolutely be kicking those tires. And then if it's not good, it's not good. Maybe they want a bridge thing. Maybe they take McCarthy, we know he needs a year, so we're going to keep Daniel Jones. And then it doesn't happen. But I think if we are saying the percent chance the Giants take a quarterback is 20%, then I'm telling you the chance that teams call about Daniel Jones trade is 19%, right? I think that's going to happen.
Actually, I do find Jones as an interesting flyer for a team with a better infrastructure. I'm not telling you, I think he completely, he has been in a bad situation and he has not played well consistently over a long period of time. However, you absolutely have seen the flashes with him and the physical tools where you could talk yourself, even if he was just in a situation where you're the offensive line is good, and the supporting cast is average and the coach is good. I would be interested to see him in that situation. The way teams operate now, maybe if the Giants say, hey, we will pick up X amount of his contract, if you give us some compensation, something like that, maybe it could work. It's a great take by you. It's hard on the Monday before the draft to come up with new angles for what could potentially happen during the draft. You caught me off guard. You caught me by surprise. I didn't think I was going to get into a Daniel Jones trade discussion, and now it's fun. Now maybe they'll trade Daniel Jones,
This is how it would go in the room. I come in, assistant GM. We should be trading for Daniel Jones. You're the GM, that's ridiculous. I convince you. They do a cool little video montage of it in 2 years when Daniel Jones is playing in the divisional round for us. It'd be nice.
Then if it doesn't work out, I whisper to the owner, it was all Solak's idea, and then if he plays well, I remind the owner, hey, I'm the one calling the shots here, and I had the final say.
Number one part of the job, Sheil. Number one job?
Yeah.
Keeping the job.